Looking at my other outlet is kind of bad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to switch to this one. Well, that's good. At least it wasn't bad, right?
No, yeah, it's good. He's in kindergarten, so it's fun time.
How many you got?
Just one. It's my stepson.
Your stepson?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been around since he was 2, so these are for you. Macarons for you.
You know, I don't think I've ever had anything like this.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, like I'm originally from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And I haven't experienced a whole lot since
Yeah.
I moved until I moved out here. When I moved out here,
right.
is when I was like, oh wow, I want to try that.
Yeah.
I want to try that there. You know,
it's like a mod podge of everybody in the country.
It really is, and I love it.
Yeah.
So, we're about to go live, as you can see. I almost forgot to turn that light on. And you don't have no kids of your own?
No, not on my own.
I got 4 boys.
Nice.
Yeah, nah.
Are they all out here? Or?
3 of them are.
Okay.
3 of them. The other one lives in Florida. Because I got 2 22-year-olds.
Okay.
Yeah, so. And then my other 3, which one of my 22-year-olds, they live out here with me.
Cool.
And their mom as well. But my son out there, he decided, he was like, you know what, I like Florida better. Let me go there. You know?
I was there for like 18 months and I moved back. I was like, I can't do it no more.
No?
Yeah, it was
Why
too
not?
bad. It's too humid out there. It's just always like gross. And it was like 90% all the time. And my dad started getting really sick too. So I was like, okay, I'll move back and just.
And your dad lives out here?
Yeah, my whole family does, yeah.
Got you. See, I'm originally from Denver, so like out there it's nothing but snow.
Yeah.
Nothing but snow. And very expensive. Like, it's gotten to be really out of control.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, for me, like, I do surgery outside of this, and I'm still struggling out there.
Right.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
like, I make over $20, $30 an hour. I'm like, yo, this is insane. I should not be struggling like this,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, so, like, a 1-bedroom out there is running people about $1,500.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and they raised it to $2,000. Yeah.
That's rough, yeah.
Yeah. But, ready to get started?
Sure, yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna talk about a bit of everything.
Okay.
All right, so just give me a second. We'll introduce. What's up, everybody? I know it was a bit of a delay getting us on here because y'all saw that screen, but it is what it is. Welcome to the Spot Podcast. It's your boy Real, and I'm here with Chezerays. I'm sorry, what's your name again? Chezerays.
Yeah.
Well, darn. I just got lucky there, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, we're here with Chezerays, and she does macaroons. And so, you know, I've never really tried these guys. I've never had them before, guys. And honestly, we're here to talk about you and your journey.
All right.
So, tell me, you're originally from Vegas,
No,
right?
originally from Northern California.
Northern California.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you came here.
Mm-hmm.
And so what made you start up?
So during the quarantine and everything, I was trying to find something that I could spend a lot of time on. And I was doing baking, so I was doing a lot of like cakes and random cupcakes and stuff for the family. And I came across like pages that were like, oh, macarons are so hard, like you can never really like get them the way that you want them, and it just takes so much work. And it really does. They are literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But
Really?
Yeah, they're very tough, and everything messes with it. So like if the humidity is different from one day, like you have to completely change your recipe to alter it and make sure you're doing everything right for them to raise properly and look like they do.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know it took that much effort.
At first, like one batch took me probably 4 hours to make. Now I could do a couple batches in like 3 hours, but I just have to like go back to back.
Right.
And different KitchenAid mixers and have everything going at one time. But
So you said during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So during the pandemic, what was you doing before that?
I was random jobs. So I worked at Starbucks for like 10 years. And then I was at a chiropractic clinic. I was working like front desk there and was there for a couple of years. And then that's when like that whole thing started, and they had to let a bunch of people go and all that too. So I was just kind of sitting there on the couch and I was like, all right, well, what am I going to do? Like, I need to do something to make me happy or something for me. So that's why I started this. And then I posted some random ones on Facebook, and friends were just like, "Oh yeah, like I'll take some," or whatever. I was like, "All right, okay, cool." And so I just started a Instagram page from there, and just popped off after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everybody, y'all take inspiration from this. You see that she didn't really, have a great background as far as like, coming from like baking or anything like that.
Yeah.
She's a normal person like me and you. So if you have a dream, follow through with it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what she's showing you guys. So you said you made your IG.
Yeah.
And from there, what was you seeing from there?
I saw a community of bakers all doing the same thing. Everybody was kind of like learning the same ways, giving each other tips. And then I saw bakers come together just like on Instagram, like supporting each other and doing random like collaborations with each other to bring more life to Instagram and to that like side of it. So that's why I started doing more like characters, and I started doing more like fun little shapes and things like that. So just practiced a whole bunch because I'm not good at drawing. Like I shake, I have carpal tunnel both my hands. Like, but the thing, like practice makes like progress. Basically, like you keep going for something that you're into or want to get better at, and it'll happen eventually.
So you really have a passion for baking.
I didn't at first. I have a passion for macarons and for art. I think my thing is like art and science together, and that's what like baking is. A lot of science that goes into it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And then being able to put different art aspects into it, like I could watercolor stuff on the macarons and stuff like that, and they look like you see so many bakers with like beautiful designs and all that. I was like, I need to do that. Like I want to try and mimic that. So like you just kind of go from there to do.
So you just had this drive to make some macarons.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because you said is there different flavors?
I have 85 different flavors.
What?
You can make any kind of flavor. There's people that make like goat cheese and jack pepper, like goat cheese and pepper, like jalapeno pepper macarons, or like everything bagel ones, or like, so there's different flavors. You can do anything really with the flavors. And I took a lot of that from like Starbucks. So like you work with flavors there. So I was able to like pull things together to try and like make flavors work well. So and I am very I like choices. So I like to be able to have a lot of choices.
I mean, come on now.
If
I can't have no choices, what's the point of me even shopping? You know.
So that's why I was like, okay, at first, like, I just sent in a bunch of, I'm sure they hate me at the health department because I sent in a bunch of, like, paperwork for, like, 85 different flavors. They're like, okay, well, this is going to take a while. I'm like, okay. Well.
But this is what it is, right? So let me ask you, do you have a website?
I do, yeah. It's Chezeraysmacarons.com.
Chezeraysmacarons.com.
And, I'm not as active on there as I probably should be, but I am active on Instagram, so that's where I am like mainly focused on. Just because I've been able to reach a lot more people through there, and like there is that big baking community that everybody's just so supportive of each other, and like.
Well, to be honest with you, being able to do your business plus promotion.
Yeah.
Promotion alone is a lot of work.
Right.
It is a lot of work. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Because. What do you think I'm trying to do with this?
Right.
I try to promote it, but even then, I went on the Fiverr and was like, yo, I gotta get a social media manager.
Yeah.
I did. I went on the Fiverr, found me a good one. Let me get you cost effective on top of that.
Right.
So maybe you might want to look into that. Probably,
I'm a control freak.
Trust me, just from my own experience.
Yeah.
You will have control over the posts and what you want out there.
Right.
I would just, as far as that goes, I would just say if you do go on the Fiverr looking for a social media manager, really look into the gigs.
Right.
As far as what they offer, because that's what you want it to benefit really what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So, for example, when I got my social media manager, because I like. Not only do I have this Spot podcast, I also have an esports video game team.
Oh wow.
So my hands is everywhere to what I like to do, like what you doing, you know? So when I did my social media manager with my esports organization, I didn't care as far as where they were from, really what they were targeting as far as demographics go, because most of the content we were doing was video games and video clips.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And video games is a broad audience. Shit, everybody loves video games. So there's really no reason why I need to be specific on that.
Yeah.
But when I got my social media manager for the Spot podcast, I was very specific. So I did make sure my social media manager was in the United States, because I'm here in the United States.
Right.
And, of course, I do stream international. We are, in China right now.
Yeah.
But as far as, making sure, I get what's home. You see what I'm saying? I need to make sure I get the audience here first, because I'm here.
Yeah.
This is where it's at. And then two, as far as what's more relatable.
Right.
I had to make sure, well, is it going to be relatable to that audience as well? So, like, one thing I noticed when I was doing the social media for the esports, I was seeing, I was getting a lot of foreign countries.
Interesting, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what I didn't care about as far as where my social media manager was from.
Yeah.
So, I did get a lot of exposure, across the globe.
Right.
But, it wasn't, I just felt like as far as, having that global exposure for this, not yet.
Yeah.
It's not really,
It's not top priority yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And also that target.
Right.
So you can, be specific on what you want on there, as far as where you want where you want them to be at and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And trust me, I spent, I would say at least $4,000 on that site.
Dang. Yeah.
Because I do so much.
Right.
From flyers to, I've had a website built from there.
Yeah.
And then I went ahead and reverse engineered it and learned how to manage it myself. So you see what I'm saying? You can learn a whole lot from them. But now as far as your macarons though, you say you got 85 flavors.
Yeah.
Now, what flavor is this?
Rocky Road. You got lemon, mango tahini.
Mango what?
Mango tahini.
What's that?
So it's like a spicy mango. So it's
okay.
a spice.
Okay.
And then matcha vanilla.
Matcha?
Mm-hmm. Matcha.
Matcha.
Matcha green tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't really know too much.
Yeah. No,
I was
fine.
thinking of those flavors like this one. I ain't really heard much of, but yeah. So now tell me, I can't even get it out. Ain't that crazy, right?
I know, I hate that.
Right. So what I want to say is, how do you, as far as like, do you have a storefront?
I don't know. So I'm a cottage baker. So
Okay.
I go through the health department and.
What's a cottage baker?
I bake from home. So
Okay.
everything's just made from home. I'm not like the health department doesn't come in and like check out what I do, but I am like certified from them to be able to sell from home and to be able to like go to markets and sell at markets, or like next month I have they do the big markets every quarter at Bottega Exchange, so we're on the south side, and they so I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm able to go there and like sell like my macarons. Even last time they came out, like the health department come out and be like, hey, you're all certified to do this, like, so it just makes it a little bit safer to be in that position rather than like have the health department come and be like, all right, back up.
Right. So do you do events?
I do, yeah. So I try and do maybe one a month. A couple months ago, I was doing like 3 each month, and it just gets so overwhelming because it's like, okay, you need to figure out 10 flavors to take with you, and you have to make so many of each flavor. And I haven't like sold out yet at a place, at an event, but I've almost a couple times, and it always like stresses me out because I want everybody to like come and get what they want.
I mean,
like,
that's a goal to reach.
I know.
That's a goal to reach. So all you got to do is look at, okay, what is it that I need to do more to get that sellout?
Yeah.
So that's all it is, and it's a goal, and you want to keep that drive.
Yeah.
You really do want to keep that drive, because if you don't, then you get comfortable.
Right.
And then what happens when you get comfortable? Things go downhill.
Then they don't turn out right.
And they don't turn out right. Exactly. But go ahead. So let me ask you this then. As far as events go, because I have a friend who has an event coming up on the 20th. Okay. It's called the Entrepreneur Expo. Mm-hmm. Would you be interested in doing something like that?
Possibly, yeah. I would have to look into it a little bit more. You said on the 20th?
It's on the 20th, yes.
So that's it's a little soon.
Right, it could be.
I think
so
that's
like
this week. This is Friday or Saturday, yeah.
Friday, yeah. It's just,
I don't have time.
no, it's just Saturday. Yeah. It is. Well, but no, she does expos for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
To promote, their businesses
cool.
and to network. So it's like it's gotten like kind of big, but I like to, help out other entrepreneurs and, get them, more exposure and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely do like little events here and there. I like to like be able to meet other like small businesses in the area. No, I haven't heard of her before.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me her.
Yeah, I will. I'll send.
Yeah,
I will.
And then I'll follow her. But yeah, I do like because I like meeting. Cause even if there's like a vendor fee or anything like that, like if you at least make that back and be able to like make connections with other people around you and like learn what other people are doing because everybody's in this together. Like we're all trying to survive.
We're all trying.
Right.
It doesn't always work out.
Exactly.
But go ahead.
So I like going and I like meeting everybody that's in this like small business or entrepreneurial mindset. And, like you like, I mean, sorry, it's from the last train of thought. So I do those like every so often. Like I'll kind of like small businesses who are doing that kind of stuff, like setting up events and all that. They'll reach out and be like, hey, like, we want you to join us. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Like, let's have fun and like. I don't know, because it's fun. You just set up and meet new people. And,
I mean, then on top of that, besides that, you get to feed them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sweet.
Everyone loves desserts. And
Everybody
I love
loves
doing samples.
desserts.
Like that's my favorite thing because like I'll just have like a bunch of little tiny ones and then samples. And
you know what they say too, man. The best way to somebody's heart is through their stomach.
Right, exactly. And you think about like going to a Sam's Club or a Costco or whatever, and like you get samples. Like most people buy it after they try it. So,
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
And mine are something different. So like. Fresh macarons are so much different than if you're gonna buy them at the store, I know Sam's Club has like a 36 pack or something like that, and they're not as like they taste different than these kind. Like when they're just like fresh. Like,
they're just thrown together.
Yeah, everything's fresh. Like everything is better when it's fresh anyway. So
right.
But yeah, so it's cool to meet other people, and like I've met other people that like just started buying from me regularly too, and like I get to see them all the time. And,
right.
And it's just fun. It's fun to be able to make those connections.
Well, see, that's another thing about this podcast is when we bring our guests on, we want their community, who you sell to know more about you.
Right. Yeah.
Get to know you on a more intimate level. You know, they can see, hey, she's a down to earth person. She's funny. She's probably cool to hang out with. You know what?
Yeah.
I would like to buy her macarons.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that just that friendship level.
Mm-hmm.
It's always great, and that's what always brings individuals back.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you this: Have you thought about like what would be like a perfect like setup for macarons? Like, let's say a cafe.
That is like my end goal. Well, not end goal because I'll probably have more goals after that. But
Of course, it never ends when you have just inspiring ideas.
Like when we just open this place, it'll be over.
Right.
I love coffee, so coffee is like my first love too. So I want to do like a coffee and macaron shop, and then be able to have like a safe space for other bakers to come in and bake what they need to bake, and have like a little pastry window area for them to like put out their own stuff too. So I wanted to be able to be like a community space as well, and like do like live music because I'm into music.
So that's an interesting concept. So let me ask you this about that concept.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, let's say you did get a brick and mortar,
Yeah.
because you would need a brick and mortar for that. You wouldn't want just all kind of random Joes going into your home and baking.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's say you did get that. Would you designate like a certain area? Like, because I mean, for you would need your shop, right? You would need your setup, and then you got their free space.
Yeah. So it'd probably be like more of a schedule based.
Gotcha.
Type of thing. Like my stuff will be my stuff. Like maybe have like lockers or an area where bakers can kind of just like put their things in, and it'll have to be like managed time, like time would have to be managed well enough. Like, I'm not there yet. I'm not very good at managing my time. I'm really good at procrastinating and everything. So
consistency matters.
Right, I know. I'm getting it.
I am too. Don't worry. We're all working on it. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, so it'll be like filling out a schedule or something like that, and only having like so many bakers within a month span or something like that, and I'd want to do like some kind of art show-ish type of thing too, and like be able to have like one wall where an artist comes in every month and is able to like showcase a mural that they're like working on and stuff like that too. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas floating around.
There's a lot of ideas. One good one would probably be like, maybe you should get a food truck.
Right, yeah, I thought about that too.
Like a little baking truck or something like that, because then you have yours, you can travel.
Right.
Go to those, those little areas that you speak of. And,
and do like little
and still give them a little space to, a little free space for the other bakers.
Right, yeah. And I've looked into food trucks even actually, like, just like what the cost is, like what it looks like and all that.
They were popular.
They are really popular, yeah. But I am not good at driving, so I just hit a curb like I was earlier today.
And that's why you got that big beast of a car.
That's why I have that.
She's like, look, I'm going to win no matter what.
I don't like small cars. I'm not a fan of them. So big trucks are not.
I mean, you get what you like, right?
You
can't knock a preference.
Exactly, yeah. So,
but that's good though. But so I'm glad you have that end game.
Yeah.
So what is your timeline? Because you got you said yourself, you got to get out the procrastination. And I'm a prime person as far as I don't want to think of the problem. Right. I want to think of the solution.
Yeah.
So
I know it's I told myself that if I got too overwhelmed at home and I had to start turning down too many people, that I would seriously start looking into getting into a bakery or like, and I'm big on
you would have
the
to do that
universe
then.
is like right, and I'm almost.
I mean, if you gotten that busy,
right? Yeah.
You either are not. Trying to think about your time wisely and be more effective and cost effective.
I know, yeah.
And then the big thing is this, because this is one thing we always say to somebody in surgery: think smarter, not harder, or work smarter, not harder. Yeah. Stuff like that. So eventually, if you're getting that busy, you're gonna have to go there.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. And I think like at that 3-year mark, because I'm like 2.5 years now in, so I think at that 3-year mark, so in May it'll be 3 years, and I think that it'll be time. I am waiting for this market to go down a little bit.
I mean,
just a little bit down.
Man, trust me, I be talking to these doctors.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I know. Let me just get to that point, right?
Trust me, I done had some crazy conversations with these docs, and man, yeah. There's going to be a day that I'm doing on this podcast that I'm going to have, because right now I only have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Yeah.
So I got 4 days wide open where I'm like, yo, I got to fill it.
Yeah.
I got to do something with it. I'm paying for the space.
Right.
Right? So one of the days I want to have is like Tuesday debate day or something like that. Yeah. Political day.
Okay.
Or just something to, get people more aware of, what's really going out there. We do those hot topics on Thursdays.
Okay, yeah.
But this is more just specifically on political and money. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like
the
that.
economy and what's going on.
Right. And it's more of like a debate day. Like,
like you get somebody from both sides.
So, yeah. So, like, for example, I'm not really so much party affiliate, but I do lean more towards Democrat.
Yeah.
I do. And the doctors I work with, they're Republicans, So, and the anesthesiologists, which doctors too, so I'm just surrounded by Republicans.
Yeah.
Really. Which I'm fine with.
Right.
That's fine, because, you have every right for that.
Yeah.
But, they always like to try and come to me.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Don't you feel like they're bullying Trump? Okay, well, whatever. But, right.
I'm the kind of person that, like, the country is divided 50-50 in that sense, like, it's not Republican and Democrat, like, it can't all just be people, like, type of thing, but, like, whatever, like, it's fine, that's how it is, and every time, every 8 years or whatever, half of the country's mad at the president, and that's just how like it feels like. It's been like that since I can remember.
Well, there's solutions to that.
Yeah,
there really is, and I actually told them to the doctors, and they were kind of dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Like, if basically what I'm saying is it's never going to get to be where it's going to be like you're doing okay,
yeah,
unless your business does great.
Right.
Working that 9 to 5 under them, no.
Yeah.
No. Whether that be doing what I'm doing or McDonald's or
right.
Whatever position it is, it doesn't matter. It was just one of those things where so for example, like they came to me one day, say, Brandon, they want to talk about the inflation. I was like, okay, sure.
Right. Take your brain a little bit.
And they know I have this podcast, so they also know I'm not finna get mad or angry or, tense or anything like that. So, and I like to talk.
Yeah.
So, I was like, they were like, Brandon, what do you think about this inflation? What do you think will fix it? Oh, well, that's easy, sir. What is it? You need to put a cap on the CEOs and these millionaires' pay. What do you mean? Well, you have a cap on my pay.
Right.
I'm a surgical tech. What's the most I can make? You have a pay range. This the minimum, this the highest. You do that with the nurses, you do that with, these individuals, those individuals, you do that with the minimum wage in the federal government.
Yeah.
Why can't you put a cap on you?
Yeah.
Well, look, Brandon, if they do that, then they won't be able to invest money into making new businesses and new jobs. We've already done studies on that, and it's proven that no, you guys are not investing in new jobs, new businesses, and that trickle down effect is not working. It's been debunked and proven. Yeah. Well, look, listen. You're thinking about the problem more than the solution. I tell you what, if we take out what is convenient for you, you don't think about what's convenient for you. Because right now you're thinking about, oh yeah, I'm making all this money. That's what's convenient for you because you're making all that money. Oh, yay! Let's take away that convenience. Right. Don't think about your money. Think about everybody. Watch how many problems we solve. It's that simple, Doc.
Yeah.
We can't put a cap on it. And I was like, and the reason why I say that is because before I became a surgical tech, I was a dental assistant working for an endodontist specialist. So all we did was root canals. And we all know how much root canals cost. Fucking ridiculous, right? I was like, it's crazy. So for example, I was like, and during that time I was a dental assistant, the doctors, because there was like 4 of them, they all started fighting and bickering with each other. And guess what that led to? What? Them all spilling the beans to me. For some reason, they always want to come to me and talk. Just like you guys do now. You want to come to me and talk.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm cool with that. But they all came to me and told me, okay, so check this out. That dental doctor came to me and said, I would love to make $900 an hour. What? I sat there and was like, wait, what? I didn't even ask any further questions because right then and there it hit me.
Yeah.
If I do a root canal on a molar, that's $1,500. Okay? Just for the root canal because there's 4 canals. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's $1,500. So that means you left the business with $600 to fiddle faddle with.
Right.
So during that, and for me and you to do a root canal, it takes 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So that means you got $900. I got $13.
Yeah.
Because at the time, that's what I was getting paid.
Right.
It's like I got $13. And, the supplies, which comes in bulk. I see them. I package them. I Supplies, I feel the shelves, all that.
Right.
They come in bulk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which means you get the price down. So, I mean, when it's consistent, you develop a contract with the company, which means you get a discount.
Right.
So, thus, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you left the company with that? And you guys, seriously, and I'm on food stamps.
Yeah.
And you're bitching about, I wish I could make $900. Let me tell you something. I looked at him. I was like, the reason why America is so divided, and the reason why people are so struggling right now, and the reason why you're coming at me about inflation, the reason why inflation happened was because the United States government decided to print more money, and it's out there in circulation. The reason why they printed all that money was to put it in the pockets of the poor. We all know for a fact 90-some% of the world's wealth is owned by the 1%. You guys are hoarding it.
Right.
So please explain to me, when will I be able to at least afford your services?
Right.
You know, and the man literally came and walked up to me and said, it will never happen. And I was like, I know, because greed's a motherfucking drug. And he's looked at me and was like, yeah, it is. It's one hell of a drug, sir. Yeah. Greed is. You don't want to lose out on your convenience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's convenient for you. A lot of people vote, even though they might not like that president. If that president says, hey, I'm going to lower your taxes, I'm going to vote for him.
Right.
That's convenience.
Yeah.
You know how many people did that with Trump?
Too many.
Too many, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then just to see him spend their tax money like golf courses.
Yeah.
On his own golf course, so he paid himself. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now, guys.
Right.
Put a cap on it. Watch the world's problem solve. Literally.
Yeah.
You literally will see it. You just got too many people out there who all of a sudden got that, oh, wait a minute. I got 3, 6, 9, 12 macaroons, and it's up to me to divide them. Well, I'm only going to give a quarter to each one. You just... That's all you're getting.
I only got 6 of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Only got 6 of them. But yeah, so, you know, it was just one of the things. So also with this, you know, that's one of the days I wanted to bring up, you know, for the Spot podcast, which it was funny that you brought that up, you know, and I was just like, wow. As far as, you know, what your end game was and what you needed, and it was just like, okay, so if you do that, and I just watched this other video too of this lady. She went into full detail because she does a clothing store, and she went into full detail the cost of everything, and it was just like, wow. Yeah,
butter is so expensive, and so are eggs now.
Right.
I used to pay $9 for 60 eggs. Now I'm paying $20 for 60.
It makes you want to grow your own farm, right?
Okay, I'm about to get chickens. Like, how many chickens do I need to make 60 eggs a week?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't believe how many doctors I know who got their own chicken coop in the backyard.
Yeah, and I believe it.
Pretty freaking crazy, right?
I looked into it so much, but we have such a small backyard. I have a dog that's a little vicious, so yeah, so she'll probably eat it.
Chicken.
Yeah. At first we named her after a Viking, so we said like, oh, let's name her Freydis the Lovely, and then because my stepson wanted Lovely to be her name, so we're like, okay, Freydis the Lovely. It's like because we're really into Vikings and like just into that kind of like lore and all that too.
I ain't mad.
Right. I feel like I have Viking blood in me.
Go ahead and finish, because I got a story to tell you too.
And so now we just call her Lovely because I was like, she's just too wild. She's got too much of that Viking in her. Like, she's lovely now.
She's free. Yeah, they trained her actual Viking dog. You know?
I was like, you were reincarnated from a Viking, no more. Like, we're not doing it. Yeah. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
So you know that you say you know you're a big Viking fan. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big Viking fan too. I do watch that TV show called Vikings.
Love it, yeah.
And then there's now that other one now.
The Valhalla one.
The Valhalla one. I haven't started yet, but I'm like...
Watch The Last Kingdom. That one's
you know what? I think I want to see... Is that a TV show or a movie?
It's a TV show on Netflix. But the first season was kind of slow, and when we first started watching it...
And it's called The
Last Kingdom.
The Last Kingdom. I will do that.
And it's the Viking, but like... from the English side too, so it's like you see all of it. I don't know, we were just in a big kick of it for a while.
so the story I want to tell you about the Vikings too is that when I first moved out here, of course in Denver, you know, it's more of a how can I say it? It's not as a melting pot as here.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of racism out there, and it's more of a closet racism, which is the worst kind of racism in my opinion because you're doing it behind my back.
Yeah.
And that's the worst kind of thing is a snake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anyways, when I came out here, I get hired over at San Martin Hospital. And sure enough, this one of the techs come in and he has this like this one ponytail that starts from here, goes over the back, it's braided, and I can't think of what ethnicity he was because it came off kind of like maybe Samoan but not Samoan, but Hispanic but not Hispanic, but you see what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you. So like he had all these dark features and he had these tats everywhere. And then one day we were just talking. He was like, "Yeah, he believes his religion is the Viking religion."
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't know that existed.
Right.
Wow.
Christians took it all out. I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, whatever, But I was just like, huh. It was like northern. It was northern something tribe. I can't fully remember, but it was northern or something like that. Yeah. And it's actual religion. And I was like, huh.
That's cool.
This man actually preaches, practices the whole Viking get up, and I'm like, I ain't mad at you.
Sacrifices and everything like that.
I don't know about all that, but I do know he does the religion. I do know he looks and dresses it.
That's pretty dope.
Still comes to work, does surgery, and just a normal guy. It's a cool guy, funny guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was interesting to know that. Wow. Yeah. That's new to me. You know, like. I never met somebody like you. That's cool, bro.
Meet some wild people out here.
You do that melting pot. So like I was saying, when I came out here, it was like an introduction to the world almost. Like wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that. Yeah. Like the very first time I came out here was in 2020.
Okay.
It was just a visit.
So you're new.
I just moved out here last summer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm that new. But the first time I visited was in 2020 during the pandemic. Okay. And my wife was out here, and I came out here to visit her because she ended up, we were taking time apart from each other or whatever. But we just, I came out here to visit her, and we were hanging out, and we went to a Panda Express. Man, I got my boys with my sons, and we're walking out. And the first one walking out the door, and this girl's walking in, and I can't even say it was a bikini. Yeah. Like, it was nothing but strings, literally. I mean, just a string, and the only thing covered up down low was the clitoris. Yeah. And I was just stuck, because I did a triple take. Right. Oh my God. I turned and looked at my wife like, she's like, oh, that's Vegas for you. Yeah. Oh, this shit ain't out here in Denver, I know that. Yo. But I was really stuck, like, yo. You literally left nothing for me to wonder about. Literally nothing. I was just stuck. And dude walking behind me, like, I must have just came from a porno or something. Like, I'm literally stuck. But yeah, and from there, that's when my wife was like, what do you think about if we move into Vegas? And I was like, yeah, I am kind of cold. Tired of the cold. That winter sucks, Yeah. And it starts from September to May.
Yeah, it's a long time.
A long time. Mm-hmm. And the worst thing is this. Imagine waking up in the morning, going out to the cold, then going to work into that cold ass hospital. Yeah. And let me tell you, the OR is 2 times colder because we keep it colder in the OR. Because of the germs. Yeah. You don't want it to spread. So trust me, it's about 60 to 50 some degrees in there, depending on the doctor. Okay? Because some doctors, they're like, they're big, they sweat a lot, so they're like, turn that thing down. They'd be down there in the 50s, and I'd be sitting there like, you suck, bro. I even got a warming vest. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, we're like, yeah, so you go from that, and then you go from work, back outside to the cold. Got straight that ice. Sit in that cold, let the car warm up, and then go home. Mm-hmm. So you're spending like a good 15 hours in the cold. Yeah. Nah, you can't escape it. I just got tired of it. I'm like, I'm 43. I'm getting old. I'm done with this. So yeah, I was like, yeah, cool. And then I looked at the cost of living. Mm-hmm. greatly cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's everybody made their pilgrimage here.
I mean, we had to. I mean, at the same time, I had to because I had became unemployed out there because of COVID. My surgery center, I was working in a surgery center, so it was all elective surgeries.
Yeah.
So as soon as COVID hit, they were like, "Oh, we're done."
Right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was done. You know what I'm saying? So it shut it down, and I couldn't get hired at the hospitals because they weren't hiring no more.
Yeah.
And so they already had the staff they needed, and they already let go vast majority of the staff anyway. So because they were only doing emergency surgery, so I'm like, well, damn. So I got stuck at Walmart for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, it's cool.
But you met some crazies there.
Oh, you know what? You know what though? I won't lie to you. I enjoy kind of working at Walmart.
Yeah.
Only because I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, they would come to me, because I applied for cashier, because I was like, yo, I'm not stocking nothing. I'm not doing no manual labor. I was like, I work with my hands, people. Like, that's my preference. I don't do manual labor. I leave that to the other dudes who want to do that mess, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather work with my hands. So I'm sitting there, and you know, I applied for cashier. You know, I'm only going to do cashier. And so, you know, they would come to me, hey, Brandon, can you go put this, you know, on the shelf? No. Well, Brandon, I asked you to do something. I'm a cashier. I'm not a stalker. You offered me that position, which also offered more pay. I refused it.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, I will only
Yeah.
That's it, y'all. That's all I'm doing. Right? So anyways, yeah, I was literally doing what I wanted. And so, but I didn't meet, the only crazy people I met was people who felt privileged. And yeah, I had, you know, I had literally, I should have been fired a few times from Walmart.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a problem cussing people out.
Yeah.
I didn't. Slip up if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ring you. Like, so, like, I mean, I got some crazy stories to tell. But yeah, it was just like, I had met, you know, I had the first person I cussed out was a Karen, because I worked at a Walmart more in a nicer neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And the first one was this white lady. Yeah, I'm not lying to you when I saw this. I mean, literally, she was doing this. She had a jar of jelly, and she's just chucking it on, and she's in the self-checkout, and she's just banging it on her. And I'm looking around, like, okay, I'm gonna go over here and see what's wrong with this lady, because I'm a little interested now, right. You know? I casually walk over and I just stand next to her. And I look at her, and she's banging on there, and she's just looking at the jelly, and I'm like, you okay? And she goes, this jelly is not ringing up right. I was like, well, banging it ain't gonna change the price. You know? And she looked at me like, what? Like, look, you know, like, yeah. You want me to go price check this for you? Can you? Being all rude, you know? I'm like, all right. So I grabbed the jelly and I started walking away. Yeah. And as I walked away, she was like, walk white, don't you? I turned around and looked at her. I didn't say anything. I just turned and looked at her and walked a little bit slower. Yeah. This lady got me fucked up. You know? She really does. And so, you know, that literally took about 5 minutes to go back. Yeah. And the jelly ain't that far back. It's, you know, the you know, Walmart, it's produce, frozen bread, and, you know, the jellies and all that. So the jelly ain't that far back there. Yeah. You know, I went back there slow. Came back like 5 minutes later. It's like, hey, ma'am, yeah, this jelly is priced right. And this is a gourmet jelly. If you want Welch's, yeah, you know, I ain't gonna get you a Welch, you know. No, I don't want that. Okay, well, here you go. Yeah. Is that how you treat your customers? I'm sorry, what did I do wrong? She goes, she said, I forgot what she said. And I was like, yeah, I don't, look, whatever. I don't care. And so then she goes, well, that's why you work at Walmart. That sent me through the roof.
Yeah.
I stopped, turned around, and was like, "Excuse me, bitch." Literally, just like, "Excuse me, bitch." She said, "That's why you work at Walmart." I was like, "No, bitch. I'm a surgical tech outside of this. I do surgery. This is a side job. This is nothing."
Right.
And she goes, "Well, I got a good job too." I was like, "And I don't give a fuck, bitch." And I didn't realize her husband standing right behind me. And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I didn't ask you about your dumb ass job." Mm-hmm. And two, you got a piss poor ass judgment of judging a book by its cover. You real trashy at that. You real bad at that. She was like, "You don't do surgery." I whipped out my license on her. Bye. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school, certified to 09. Here you go. Yeah, I get paid real good. She goes, "Well, I was like, look, dumbass, I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a shit about what your goddamn jelly." My coworker, I happened to look up my coworker over there, got the manager. She over here pointing like this dude over here cussing her out. Next thing I know, my manager comes over, Brandon, go over there now, go over there. So they come back later and tell me what happened. They were like, "Yo, her husband just stood there like he was just done with her, like he was just defeated, like." He was probably happy you was cussing her out. Because what happened later, he was like, because after we rang her all up, she was like, "Forget this, you know what, I don't want nothing," and tried to walk out. And we were like, "Well, you have to pay for it, Yeah. And she was like, and she looked at her husband. The husband said, "Just pay for it." He was like, she was probably defeated. Yeah. And then I came across, which kind of blew my mind, I came across a black Karen. Yeah. A black woman was a Karen, and this one was amazing. I was in self-checkout, it's that square, square checkout. I'm leaning up against the thing, looking at my phone. Out the corner of my eye, I see this basket come barreling towards me. Before it hit me, I took a side step. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even look up, no, I just, whoop, and just stayed on my phone.
Right. You're like, I have kids. I can dodge stuff.
Right. I just kept going, on my way. And next thing I know, I hear this, "Are you on break?" I was like, "Nah, you need something?" She goes, "No." Okay. Went back to my phone. Yeah. She goes, "Excuse me." I was like, "What?" Yeah. She was like, Is that against the rules to be on your phone?" I was like, "Yeah."
Gotta pull up my rule book.
I was like, "Yeah, it is."
Right.
I was like, "Why? Do you need something? Are you being, are you need my attention? What, right. Do you need something?" "No, I just think it's unprofessional when you're on your phone." I was like, "Well, ma'am, I'm sorry, but Walmart doesn't pay me enough to care." Yeah. Oh, man, I threw her through the roof. I saw her, I looked at her like, "You okay?" She goes, "That's just unprofessional." All right, I don't care. Yeah. Be on your way, ma'am. And then she goes, "Well, this is your job. You're supposed to do this." I'm like, "Look, ma'am, look, let me tell you something. They pay me $12 an hour, okay? It's cheap labor. Right. I'm going to give them cheap labor. Yeah. I'm sorry, all right? I don't care. Yeah. They fire me, I don't care." Wait, you don't, why, "Ma'am, I do surgery outside of this, okay? Look, I don't want to tell everybody in the world, but shit. Right. This is why I don't care." Yeah. All right. She called corporate on me. I had one lady call the cops on me. Yeah. Yeah, so.
People like to try and get the better people. You're like,
they do. So with that being said, let me ask you this. What kind of obstacles, man, it's gotten hot in here.
Yeah, did it get warm?
It did. I just felt like the air just went off. Before I got a question for you as far as what obstacles have you faced during this, making this. Let me go turn this air on. All right. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
I didn't realize it until
it gets hot.
I'm sweating. How am I sweating? It was just cool, but
I think it's really. There's another monsoon rolling through, so.
I hope so because I like the rain.
It's been less than 10 years. That's what they're saying.
Hey, we need it. Trust me.
Yeah, right.
Turn this place green.
Yeah.
Say. So, anyways, back to you. What kind of obstacles have you faced? Starting this.
I have so I have anxiety and like mental illnesses or whatever, and so I get into my own head a lot and think that I'm not good enough for stuff like this. So I'm my own worst enemy a lot of the times. Obstacles in the sense of like business wise is like managing everything or trying to manage everything. So like I'll get my mom or my boyfriend will help me, and my sister will come over and try and like help me seal up stuff. And,
you feel it?
Yeah, it's coming out. Yeah.
Feels good, right?
But being able to like have my family here to like support me, and I come from like a line of entrepreneurial type family members. Like my parents have always tried to like start something up, and my grandpa and my dad were in the car business for like 40 years. So I saw the selling of things from a young age, and my grandpa used to like pay us to do like little appraisals of cars, like pretending or whatever. Like if we found something, he'd give us money or whatever. So it was like from a young age, I always like wanted my own thing and like something that I could do myself. But I was always stuck in like Starbucks, and I stayed there for so long, and then I was stuck in another place for so long, and it's kind of like I was comparing myself a lot to these big corporations, and it was hard for me to like be like, okay, come down to like this area. We're gonna just focus on our little things. So on that level, that's been one thing. There's been times where I'll make a bunch and I won't sell them because I'll do like weekly flavors every week, and I'll make like so many of each flavor. And then I've gotten weeks where I sell out on the Tuesday that I post them. And there's other weeks where I don't sell any of them, and you just kind of like, all right, check your life. But I give a lot away. Like I'm a big I love that I make something that's easy to give away. So it's not like making a craft that I keep forever, and like I'm like, okay, it'll sell when it sells.
So do you have to make like pre-make some during the week?
I do for my weekly flavors, and it's kind of like I do it at like more of a discount. They're a little bit smaller than what I make for like the custom ones, and it's more for people that love macarons and can't like afford their like going to the bakery and getting them for $4 each or anything like that. It keeps it more cost effective, and you're able to still take them to a party and everybody's enjoying them and stuff. So so I will make like, I don't know, a couple dozen of each flavor every week, and when they sell out, they sell out. And
so do you try and like put this on like a consignment, like a Walmart or anything?
I can't. So with the cottage baking, the license that I have to only like sell, like you have to come pick it up from me, or I have to deliver it to you. Like I have to give the person who's eating them the cookies.
I got you.
So like I can give them to you, and you can have them at your party, but
I got what you're saying, because the store product stuff has all those preservatives in it, and they can last longer on the shelf. They think of the shelf life.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, and like most of mine are buttercream, so they're shelf stable and everything like that.
Right. But they're looking at the law aspect. They can get sued,
exactly.
And plus, they have to keep a stock. So
yeah.
I see what you're saying. You're right.
So if I was in a bakery and I was selling them like that, like in the bakery, I could wholesale them to like little coffee shops.
So let me ask you this: would you have to change your recipe then?
No, I could keep the same recipes. I would just have to send them in to the health department. The health department would have to actually come in and check out what I'm doing and all that stuff too.
Well, I mean, as far as like having them in the stores though, like as far as like Walmart.
It would be more like if you were going and getting a cake from there instead of like going down the cookie aisle. Like
okay, so it'd be like in their fresh baked goods.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Yeah. So you can't even put it in there yet?
No, because I'm still baking at home. So once I get into the bakery and I can put somebody's address on it that does get looked at by the health department, then I can start selling to
okay, I see what you're saying. I see.
Regulating,
Right. Really, they're just a mob boss.
I remember brought it up the other day because like I am a big barterer, so like I love that I have something that I can be like, hey, like You want some macarons, and then you can do this for me. Like there's I did that with my stepson's cake, his birthday cake. His birthday cakes are expensive if you get the like really fun ones or whatever. And she's like, hey, like I want some macarons. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So like I just like trade this out or whatever. So it's cool that I'm able to do that. And then I have like a friend that likes someone. He does like a heating and air. And he was like, oh, I'll trade you some like macarons for doing stuff like that. I was like, okay, like come on over.
Sure.
Yeah.
we used to do, when I used to work at Pizza Hut, I saw that, you know, like we used to do that with other restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, we'll give you all pizza if you give us some tacos.
Some frappuccinos.
We just don't want to eat pizzas again today.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know, like it's more of getting everything organized in the sense like bookkeeping and making sure social media is running and making sure like I'm making everything like so it's like a one person show almost. So I think that's like been a big struggle is being able to like time management like all of that.
That's the biggest issue right now is because when you are an entrepreneur, it's never a one man show.
Right.
You know, you always need those extra hands, those extra feet, that extra help. It's never a one man show,
right.
And it's not that it's taken away from what you're doing, at all. It's just it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
If I really wasn't my man show, I probably wouldn't do it.
Right. So you know, a lot of people don't understand like when you see a lot of these businesses that become successful that. The original person who started that put in a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of dedication and consistency, which the consistency part is the hard part.
Right.
So, you
have to show up. It's like 90% of it, right?
It is.
Just
show up.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if you're late.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how rough you start, as long as you start, you know, so, and be consistent, you know, but still, And then from there, you just once it becomes muscle memory, everything gets easier. You know? So right now you can only do hand deliveries from yourself.
Yeah, so I can't like do any shipping or anything like that.
No,
none of that.
Shipping.
And I'm so scared because I've shipped like to family members and stuff like that, but like when they get there, the ice packs are all melted because you have to do it in 2 days, and I'm just so scared that they're gonna like go bad and friends are gonna get sick from them, and I just can't.
What is the shelf life on these?
It's like 24 to 48 hours.
Oh, so you just made these like today then, huh?
They were in the fridge for about 5 days. Those ones were.
Okay.
But they're good. You could put them in the fridge and they're good for like a week or two. Throw them in the freezer, they're good for a couple months. But like just sitting out, they won't last. Like they'll get all crumbly. The inning will like melt and stuff like that. They'll start like crumbling out. Like so, they're supposed to kind of keep shape and kind of keep together. But yeah.
Okay. So as far as what's your upcoming events that you got planned on doing?
So next month I have Bottega Exchange. So I'm doing that the weekend of the 17th, I think. So
I've been hearing about that Bottega.
I love it there. Like, and they have so many different, like, they're so uplifting of, like, small businesses and want everybody to succeed and stuff like that, too. I did their summer one, and I had so much fun because they have, like, a VIP night for influencers, and everybody comes down, like, parties for, like, the Friday night, and then Saturday it's all day, and I met a lot of people, and I got to, like, meet a lot of different like people that do events, and like somebody came from out of town to like try them for their they're doing a wedding out here, so she's like, oh, we want to try a couple other flavors, and like, yeah, sure, like this is where I'll be that weekend. And they came out and they tried the flavors, and they like sent me a message like, yep, we're doing this for the wedding. So it's like people from out of town. I love living in a city where people visit. Like that's like the coolest part, like because I have like friends that follow me all over the country. I call them friends. I hate calling people customers. It stresses me out. But I have like a lot of people that are like, oh, well, like, if I ever come to Vegas, I'm definitely checking you out. And it's cool to like hear, like, I don't know. Like,
it is cool.
That you're, like,
and that's really cool that you call them friends. That's really interesting. Because you know what? Not a lot of businesses also have that same concept where they call them like, hey, they're not customers, they're guests, or they're clients, or just give them. You wouldn't want to be just called just a general generic.
It makes you feel like a number.
I'm not a statistic.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, and then like to support me because like I don't know, like small business, like a lot of the people that you feel like, oh, my best friends are gonna support me, they're gonna like buy for me every week, they're gonna do this and that, like you don't hear nothing from them.
No,
you
don't.
start your own thing.
Sure.
And that's fine. I see all the cakes that are being eaten at your parties. That's fine. Like, but like, whatever. You
I mean, I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad, but you can share.
But you could have called.
Exactly.
But no, I agree with you on that 100%. Because
Yeah,
I mean, I only have a select few family members who tune in.
Yeah.
And you're like, I do advertise this to all of you.
Right.
And you're just at home chilling right now.
I know exactly what you're doing.
You can't just spend a little bit of time.
You just have it on in the background.
Right.
Muted.
Or muted. Right. Just turn it on. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't believe just that alone helps a whole lot, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like you can't even do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I started,
don't ask me to come help you move.
Yeah. I don't like strong.
But even then,
Yeah.
I remember I'm like, you gonna ask me one day, well, hey, how come you didn't come and help me move? How come you didn't share my post? You didn't even turn on my channel, you bastard. Oh, now you're being childish. Yeah, you're right. Yes, you're right. I don't care how you feel about that. I am too.
I used to call myself like I'm a princess.
Next time you'll remember this, damn it. Next time I say, hey, turn this on, you're going to be like, I better do it because he's going to get petty on it.
Exactly.
You know? Because then the next time he calls me to move, yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah. Instagram just, so like not last month, but the month before, they started paying me to make reels or whatever. Like they consider me an influencer, which is weird to me. Like I don't, not into it, but so like I'll make reels and I'm like, hey mom, like can you just while you're brushing your teeth, just like have it playing in the background.
Right.
Like it's fun music sometimes. So that's been cool that like I'm like, hey guys, can we bring it up a little bit? No, but
It's like that. It's like that one little sound that goes hey guys, Instagram says I have to make reels to stay relevant. So here's my reel.
Yeah.
That's funny you say that.
I was against
I'm terrible at reels.
I hate them so much. And I'll sit there and I'm like, oh, this is so. I feel so old when I do them too because there's like little kids dancing.
How old are you?
34. Yeah. My hair's all
She
gray.
said she feel old, y'all. I'm 43.
Well, looking at like.
Hold on, she said 34. Is that right? You said 34? Yeah. I'm 43. I almost got 10 years on her. And she said she feels old.
Well,
I'm not even old.
You're not making reels.
That should prove I'm old.
That's where I am. I'm only doing it because
right.
money.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's fun. It's whatever. But we're going that way anyways, right? Change is inevitable.
You have to roll with the punches now, don't you?
Bob Dylan's thinking about it, right?
Well, I mean, he did. And then on top of that, if you look at it like this, let's say this. If the world got along, imagine how much we would have to change then. Because we'd be on Mars by that time.
Yeah.
We would be. You know how many problems would be solved?
Yeah.
You know how many people would all of a sudden, great minds would, from here and there, come together. Next thing you know, we done got quantum power.
Yeah. I mean, we are.
All we had to do was get together.
Yeah.
That's it. Really? I could have seen space flight in my time.
Yeah, right.
like, we could have been Star Trekking. We could have been Star Trekking. You know, Back to the Future was right until y'all guys mean to each other.
It's so true.
It's so true.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really all it is. It's just, you just gotta get along, and you wouldn't believe how much things we would solve, man.
I know.
Like, take out the conveniences, we solve everything.
We need to get someone young in the office.
Yo, there was that saying that said, one day, my president's going to be the president who's playing Grand Theft Auto.
That's funny.
I was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time because I'm there. I started that video game era. I'm 43. My first gaming was on Atari. Before I hit consoles, it was on the arcades,
right.
yo. Give me a quarter. Let me get a quarter, man.
Yeah.
So I'm an OG when it comes to gaming. I'm an original gamer. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it's about that time. All those old cats in politics about gone. They're trying to replace themselves with some young cats. They're failing because you see all these mass shootings going around and stuff. People going crazy because they're sticking to this hate.
I mean, but Also, do you think that maybe because of social media, it's more blown up? We're seeing more of it. It's always happened.
Well, I would say.
Sorry if I got a little too deep.
No. This the spot.
Yeah.
Look, I named this podcast the spot because think of this: whenever you're with your friends or something, and you're about to leave or whatever, and they be like, "Hey, where you headed?" You be like, "Shit, I'm headed to the spot." Mm-hmm. Ain't that what people say to the spot?
Yeah.
And what do you do at the spot? Whatever goes, right? It could be a conversation, it could be games, it could be whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's the spot. It's the safe spot. It's the safe zone. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, here, I do. It is a free, safe zone. Speak your mind. Of course, keep the racism in your own home. Not saying you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, keep your racism at home because I will check it.
Stop it.
Keep it at home. Don't even come, because I'm going to tell you something about it. Like I done told some doctors off, and they my boss. Like I had one doctor literally go, man, things got worse ever since Black Lives Matter started doing it. What?
Yeah.
Blame the black people, for getting killed, right? Right? Yeah. Great job. That's really racist, bro. Yeah. And literally, I told him that.
Yeah.
He just looked at me like, oh, shit. Yeah, you fucked up, bro. That was racist as hell, Like, I'm not even mad at you, but I checked him on it, And but I didn't say it to him like that. I was just like, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Why did Black Lives Matter come about? Because of unnecessary killings by white people, my guy. Like, let's get it facts, And if we need to talk about history, you're smart enough, you know your history, because I will revert to history a lot, based on history, and so.
I do that with serial killers. Just kidding.
Right. Yeah. But I will agree with you. Social media, TV does that too, But social media, because, I'll put it like this. I wouldn't even say so much social media, because we had social media before we had smartphones.
Yeah.
So I would say it's more or less smartphones.
Yeah.
Because now, if you look at it, like we have easier access. It's always on us. Mm-hmm. Everybody always has their phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because of that, it's a lot more access to it. Mm-hmm. Whenever you want. You can be on your break. You could be on your lunch. You could be on the clock doing it. Like, whatever. If I'm not even in the case, that's what I'll be doing.
Got it on your phone.
I'm sitting here like this. Yeah. I'm not even a surgeon. I'm like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I would say it's more or less the advancement of technology is what is exposing the world for what it is.
Yeah. Which,
at the same time, to be honest with you, in my opinion, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
And the reason for is because, and this is just my opinion though, the reason why I think it should be like that is because it's exposing the bad.
Yeah.
It's always great to expose the good things in life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't never get pissed off and angry at that. So we can't sit there and say, this is bad because it's exposing bad things, No, it's actually educating you on this fucking asshole right here. It's educating you on this pedophile over there. It's educating you on the undercover of the backdoor schemes and all the other stuff. Now, as far as others who want to be copycats, there's been copycat killers before social media. So it's exposing us to more things, And your brain's a sponge. It's well capable of handling all that information. Now, as far as what you do with that information, that's on you.
Yeah.
Because now you have a choice of whether or not, oh wow, I like the way they killed that person. I wonder if I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's where the choices come into play.
Right.
So you can learn anything on social media, whether that be creating a gun, a trap, a bomb, a business. You can learn anything on there, So, but then at the same time, you can look at it like this. Before there was social media, before there was internet, was there bad cops?
Yeah. Oh.
Right. There was bad cops, right? Right. There was bad cops. So no matter what, but are the police for bad people? No. It was meant for good people. Mm-hmm. So there's always going to be that one dumb motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, who says, you know what? Guess what I see? You don't see it, but I see this, so I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So there's always gonna be that individual. So
that's in every aspect of like life too. It's not
every
just,
aspect of life. You know, there's always gonna. What they always say, there's always that one in the family, man.
That black sheep.
There he goes. Where's the Karen at? Where's the Ken at? There's always that one. You know what I'm saying? Which, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but all that does too is further educate us more. Okay, well, check this out. So we saw that exposure to this chemical. You know, at first we thought it was a great thing, nicotine. Hey, go get your little buzz on this tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Come to find out, people are losing their lives because of the nicotine. So you know, we're learning. So I personally believe, you know, this is just me, and like my co-host Nikki, she's not here today. But she kind of feels the same way. Like it's a bad thing, and I'm like, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. I think that social media has given so much. Like, I have family in England that I'm able to keep contact with and know about their family that I wouldn't have known.
But even then, what about your macarons?
Yeah, exactly. Like, my entire business is on social media. If we didn't have internet, I wouldn't have business.
But where did you get the idea to want to do the macarons?
Right, the internet, Pinterest.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So it's a matter of what we always tell ourselves. It's a matter of what you get out of it. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of what you take of it. And of course, you know, there's always going to be these individuals who make mistakes and do this with that, ain't supposed to. And hopefully they learn from it, you know. Yeah. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. You know, some do, some don't.
Right.
But ultimately, let's look at it like this. Let's say there was no social media.
Yeah.
And let's say they reversed Roe versus Wade without your knowledge.
Right.
What would you do?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if you're for or against Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I can only assume you are because you're a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my assumption. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So imagine they did that behind your back. Mm-hmm. Which they do, which, trust me, I see it a lot of times. They do a lot of dirty shit to women anyway behind closed doors. So it's just like, imagine if we didn't have that.
Right.
How dirty would it be now compared to 20 years ago? Mm-hmm. You know, we're more advanced now, so imagine. I mean, think of it like this. When I do surgery, you know, I can fuck you up without you even knowing.
Right.
I mean,
people leave stuff inside of bodies all the time, yeah.
I mean, that you can find.
Right.
But I can sit here and be like, yo, I put on my sterile gloves, right? Mm-hmm. Everything, I'm sterile, right? But I can sit here and go like this.
Yeah.
Let's do surgery.
Yeah.
Now you just got an infection. Mm-hmm. I just fucked you up. Nothing. It could be a fucked up infection that I didn't even know about though.
Yeah.
But I knew that my hand was dirty.
Right.
When I touched it, you know what I'm saying? So, and I could have done it spitefully.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, this lady said some fucked up shit to me earlier. Right. I didn't like it. She was being all privileged and whatever.
Yeah.
Doctor, next thing you know, doctor's like, yeah, she had this fucked up infection. Well, too bad for her.
Weird.
But you see how I got away with it?
Yeah.
Nobody knew. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't believe. I can sit here. I sterilize and clean and process the equipment. Mm-hmm. Imagine what I can do.
Right. They trust you to do it, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, think of that. And think if we didn't have all of, you know, that exposing. Like, for example, now let's say the police. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of times they're like, shit, yo, they're recording. Quit acting up. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So personally, I look at it overall as far as social media. I look at it as more educational, more awareness. I think it's ultimately great for the people, and eventually it is going to bring the whole world together. Mm-hmm. It will. Yeah. Because eventually it's going to get to the point, like I'm going to use America as a prime example right now. All right? And I don't know if you're a Trump supporter or not, but if you are, that's fine. It is what it is, and I don't have any qualms with that. But my coworkers who are Trump supporters always come to me. You know, they ask me, you know, do you think Trump is being bullied right now? Mm-hmm. I go, you look, G. Okay, whatever he did in office that 4 years is not what I look at. Yeah. I don't care about that.
Right.
What I dislike about Trump is everything before his presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Everything before that. I knew everything before he even decided he was going to run.
Yeah.
He wasn't a guy I never liked.
Right.
He wasn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fab Five is a prime example, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew about Fab Five. We all knew about Trump's, send them bastards to jail and this and that. And they were all innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Trump has been sued numerous times for racist practices in realty, in his realty businesses.
Yeah.
I'm like, so with that being said, there's no way I can support somebody who's racist, somebody who's ill to other people, somebody who's constantly scamming people, like his college. That was known before we all,
Yeah.
Like I don't judge Trump for what he did in office. I judged it before him. So now that we know that, I was like, if I sat here and had a conversation with you, and I'm talking to my coworker, who's a male, and I said, bro, if I came to you and said, man, this everybody pussy. I'm like, you see what we do here?
Right.
If Ann heard that, our boss, would we be standing here? He goes, nah, man, we'd be fired. But before I said that, he goes, man, you know that's locker room talk. I was like, it is, but there's always that but. I'm like, yeah, that talk between guys. And yeah, girls have those talks. I've heard it. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with women. My best friend was a girl.
Yeah.
My co-host was a woman. Y'all just as worse as us. Just a little more discreet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so. I was like, yeah, that's talk. But there's always that but. If somebody else heard it, you see what I'm saying? That's where the problem comes into play. But will we be here? He goes, no. I was like, so how can you support that man?
Yeah.
How can you do that, bro? Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to understand your concept. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I will not associate myself with a pedophile.
Yeah.
Trump associated himself with a pedophile. Pedophilers across the country, bro.
Right.
No, that's not true, bro. Pictures every fucking where with him and Jeffrey Epstein, my guy. So stop.
Yeah.
I won't support that. You are supporting that.
Right.
I was like, so with that all being said, the question isn't on me whether or not he's being bullied. The question is on you. Do you even care if he's being fucking bullied, bro? Like, look at what he's done.
Yeah.
Before he's become president. Yeah, you think about what he's done in presidency. Yeah, he said he was going to clean the swamp and da-da-da-da. Even in his presidency, there was things I didn't agree with what he did. Like the tax breaks he did for the wealthy. Like, come on, bro. How much more do they need?
Yeah.
So, he just sat there and there was nothing else he could say.
Yeah.
I'm like, you support a vile man, bro. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, he didn't hang out with Jeffrey Epstein and the presidency. Okay, so what? Yeah, he wasn't a guy I voted for. I didn't even vote for Biden. Shit, bro. I looked at it. Honestly, I was at work today and I literally told him, I was like, yo, honestly, I didn't even vote. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
They were like, why? Does my vote really actually change anything?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, guys. He's like, we all knew Roe versus Wade was for the better, and did we vote for that to be overturned? No, we didn't. Did we vote for those Supreme Court justices to be there? No, we didn't.
Yeah.
So technically what we're voting for is to put this guy in here to put his standards of life on us.
Yeah.
So, no.
Right.
What's the point, bro? Like,
yeah.
honestly. And as far as you guys saying, well, you have to vote, or it's just that, no, look, honestly, I'm saving my vote. So that means if you ain't getting, that means you need to go find another fucking vote to get what you need.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm saving what I feel like I'm preserving the safety, the sanctity of my country from two vile individuals. Because Biden, honestly, dude's a little touchy for me. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't like some of those videos of with those little girls he was on.
Right,
you know, like
and stuff.
yeah, I'm like.
And he's so old. Like he's senile. Like the stuff he says is just kind of like.
I mean, look, bro, we're not in your 50s. We're not living. Times change, rules need to change, lives need to. It's sorry. It's just like, for example, like I'm not even religious. Like honestly, I don't even believe in religion. I believe in a higher power. Yeah. But religion itself, Christianity, Muslim, Jehovah's Witness, Baptists, all that. not near one of those religions are spoken of in any of those gospels that they preach of.
Yeah.
Christianity is not spoken of at all in the Holy Bible, and I've read it twice, front to back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry, I wrote 104 pages of scriptures out of that. And I'm talking about the long rule, you know, the one that you got to tear off. It's like 104 of those back front to back.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time. I was in jail. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So not one time did Christianity was spoken of in there.
Right. They made it after.
And on top of that, I'm real big into history. So yes, I always ask people this one question. When they come at me and they're so devoted into like their religion, do you believe what's written in stone or do you believe what's written on paper? Mm-hmm. They all say, I believe what's written in stone. Okay, well, who came first? Jesus or Horus?
Right.
And they look at me, well, first off, they are, well, who's Horus if they don't know? Oh, he's an Egyptian god. Who came first? Jesus or Horus? Well, they say, well, then they sit here and go, oh, I'm not going to answer. That's a loaded question, loaded gun question. No, the fuck it ain't. It's a simple question. I'm asking you what you believe in. You told me you believe in what's written on stone.
Yeah.
So now I'm asking you now, what's written in stone? Who came first? That's a simple question. It's not a loaded gun. I'm not sitting here trying to challenge your knowledge. None of that. I'm just asking you, who came first?
Yeah.
Jesus or Horus? Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have to answer the question, but I'll tell you right now, Horus came first. Horus and Jesus' story is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. And if you're like, so...
And yeah, I do believe in aliens.
Right. So I got this tattoo. It's over Las Vegas, I think, because we're so close to Area 51.
Yeah.
So I put like little...
I want to get my sleeves done too.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's not fun up in here. Like this part.
It's sensitive, huh?
It was so sensitive. But yeah, I think, have you seen Stargate? Did you watch the...
I love that movie.
Not
the series. I haven't seen this.
Good too.
I didn't really watch the series, but I love the movies. At that time when that series came out, I was still young. I was like...
It's on Netflix.
Okay, but I was like in middle school, high school when that series came out.
Yeah.
And at that time,
We rewatched
I was
it
sports and video games, so I wasn't watching no TV shows. And my mom was always watching Time of Our Lives.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck these soaps, man. Put some cartoons on.
That's funny.
Right. But
so we went through that like a couple years ago, the Stargate series. Like we went through all like 8 seasons are on there.
So I binged them.
I love alien stuff.
I do too. You watch Ancient Aliens?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's my best show.
Bigfoot was an alien. And there's one conspiracy guy or whatever. Alex Jones, like that guy.
Oh, I hate
him too. But he said something a while ago.
Well, the whole world hates him, but he owes $45 million now. You're real broke, brother. But come to find out, he actually has a ton of money.
Yeah.
Dude has like 100 and some odd millions, you know?
Yeah, aliens. But he said something like how, like in the Bible and stuff like that, like a lot of the people talking about their like angels coming down are probably like aliens.
Well, in Genesis chapter 6, verse 6, it says that other beings came down and had intercourse with the women of earth,
right?
And therefore, those children became gods, which are now the Nephilim.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy, yeah.
And it says it right there. Those are the questions.
Yep.
Go ahead and finish though.
No, it's just like. So that's where, because I grew up Christian. We grew up in the church. I went to church every Sunday. Like it was
my grandma made us go.
Pray every day before. Like I do a lot of like speaking out because I feel like I'm a big like believer in the universe and stuff too. Like put stuff out there, it'll come to you type of thing. And like manifesting things and all that. So, but yeah, I've always just like there has like in Stargate so it's basically like. The portal and every planet or area or whatever has like these different people, right? And they're just people like everybody just looks the same. Like
I didn't know it was like a portal to different planets. I thought it was just back and forth to that one that they kept going
like
to.
Different planets throughout the entire.
Is it like different parallel universes or different planets?
Different planets. Like they're going through this like Stargate and it's taking them to this whole different planet of different people where these aliens went and did whatever they did over here or there. Type of thing. And like one part of it is when like you learn about like the Norse gods and how they were all like Odin and all that stuff, and they were all aliens. Like I'm like, that makes so much sense. Like what if that was real?
I honestly, I truly believe that. To be honest with you, like I said, I don't believe in religion, but I do believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
I just can't identify it.
Yeah.
And the chances,
one day, and it's coming soon.
Right. And the chances of it being an alien are high.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, I mean, I always tell people like this, well, you believe in God? Yeah. Well, is God of this earth? No. Then that's an alien.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And they leave me alone.
They're not like always scary. Like they're
not always scary. It's okay to think outside the box, my guy.
Yeah.
And then I always hit him with that other question. Well, then if you, because I always tell people, well, one, I don't believe God is perfect. People, everybody, God's perfect. He can't make no mistakes and this and that. I'm like, then you haven't read the Bible.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Right.
Like you listen to other people tell you the Bible.
Right.
That's not reading it. I read it and you haven't read it. So personally, me, he can be mean, jealous. It's all in it. He even said, I'm a jealous God. Do not build other worship or other statues.
Yeah.
Come on, guy. The main reason I tell him is, look, the reason why I say, in my opinion, I know God is imperfect and he's all this and all that, what you guys think is, because it says clear as day, he made us in his own image.
Right.
And if that's the case, then look at us. We got to look at within ourselves. Do we sin? Yes. Do we get mad? Yes. Do we get jealous? Yes. Do we love? Yes. Do we hate? Yes. That's all the image of God. Mm-hmm. It's not just, I'm going to make you this way. No, listen to what it says. People say, well, you got to read between the lines. No, fuck reading between the lines. It says in Revelations, do not take this book into your own understanding.
Right.
Do not change or take away from this book.
But it's already been changed.
Exactly. But do not change or take away from this book, because if you do, your name will be taken from the book of Lamb.
Yeah.
But even then, which, yes, it has been changed.
Too many times.
Well, it's not even that. I wouldn't even say it's too many times. But what it was changed, the translation, there is a couple different translations, just because dialect and the these and thous throw people off. Right, man. But no, fuck, what was I saying?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But when you see them, like the I can't get the fuck out now. Like, damn it, it's right there onto my tongue. But so when you get the different books and all that, that's different. But when you have people who what was the fuck was I saying? What was the last thing I said besides these and thous?
Gosh, I spoke before I came. No, it's talking about like if you change the book.
Okay, yeah. So with that, we all know, as far as historically, I always ask people, how many books are in the Bible? Mm-hmm. Most people don't even know how many books are in the Bible.
Right. I used to know, but I couldn't tell you anymore.
I tell them, currently, there's 66 books in the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay? But there's more.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we all know it's historically proven that the Romans chose which books to go into the Bible. Mm. So they chose which books to go into the Bible. So now these are the books you got, which also leaves why so many people read it and they have all these questions and they can't get answers, and it's because it's not in whole.
Yeah.
I was like, but the thing is this. I was like, when people see, God, he does get mad, he gets angry and all this other stuff, and he makes us in his own image. Now you look at it, they say, okay, well, what about this? Well, I tell them, well, look, check it out. Yeah, he was this way in the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. That was the Old Testament. Yeah, it was, you might have lost a hand.
Right.
You worship another God, he might have threw your ass in hell.
Right.
It was a lot of punishment going on in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
I was like, but then the New Testament came on. That's where he, showed y'all Jesus.
Yeah.
And this is what messes people up. Because a lot of times it deals with being gay and this and that. So like a lot of people say, oh, well, gay isn't supposed to be as good and this and that. I'm like, well, that ain't what Jesus said. Well, it's in the Bible. It's in the Old Testament. Yeah, that's in the Old Testament. Key word, old. Now we're in the New Testament. I'm like, so what? What you think things changed? Ain't that what he sent Jesus for?
Right.
And sit there and look at it.
I also heard that segment was supposed to say pedophile.
What segment?
Like a man shall not lay with another man type of thing. First, I guess, I don't know why I said segment, but like it used to be like a man shall not lay with a boy, like type of thing. So that's what it was supposed to be. That's I've read a couple things about it, but
I had to check into that because
yeah.
I haven't known too. I haven't.
You haven't heard that?
Nah.
But it was supposed to be that, but then they changed it to like another man so that they could. Because the Romans did that. Like, they were all about that. Like, they wanted
no, the Greeks were.
Oh, Greeks, yeah.
The Greeks were. They actually practiced that shit.
Yeah, so they wanted
that was like a holiday, which,
right.
Honestly, I have to look further into it, because honestly, that's where Christmas came from. Was the Greeks, the holiday, yeah.
Christmas, I thought, was like a more of a pagan thing.
It is a pagan holiday. But
Greeks are pagan, right? Sorry.
Greeks are pagans, you know?
Right.
They believed in...
Not now.
Put it like this. Anything outside of Christianity is pagan. You see what I'm saying?
Anything, I forget, like, nowadays.
Anything outside of Christianity, they considered it a blasphemy. It was paganism. How's it paganism?
Yeah.
Just because I don't believe in what you believe in? Oh, okay. I'm a pagan, which is like the same thing as saying peasant, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're lower than them. That's why they use it. Personally, I feel like pagan was a derogatory word back then.
Right.
You know? Oh, he's a paganist. It's the same thing as like, what if I said, oh, he's gay? People are going to get mad. They're going to look at it like, what do you mean by it like that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, so like they didn't, when they looked at those holidays, and they didn't, like the Old Testament compared to the New Testament, it changed a lot. So like Jesus didn't talk about homosexuality. He didn't talk about it at all.
Talk about loving everybody.
He talks about loving, caring, forgiveness, and this and that. He did speak about divorce.
Right.
He did speak about adultery. He didn't say the adultery part can only be between a man and a woman.
Right.
He didn't say that. So a lot of people sit there and try to tell you, read between the lines. No.
Yeah.
That's because you want it to be the way you want it to be.
Right.
It says it right there.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, there's no way. So I always tell people, no. If somebody tells you read between them, no.
Yeah.
That's putting your own interpretation into it, and the Bible says don't put your own interpretation into it. And trust me, I don't even believe in their religion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I read the book, but I don't believe in your religion.
Yeah.
You know, and there is a lot of times where I'm like, you know, I believe in the word. I like the word of it, but it's not whole. Now, the other thing is this, too. This is also why I believe the Romans chose not to put those other books in the Bible, which is the book of Jude, the book of Nephilim, the book of Enoch, the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilees. I got the whole website. I got every book, every gospel, from the Quran to the book of the dead to the I got it all. But so as far as that goes, they like what I tell them is they didn't put those books in there.
Right.
And the main reason why they didn't put them in there is like, let's go to the book of Jude. I ask them, who's Jude?
Yeah.
They be like, ain't he the one that betrayed Jesus? Yeah. Doesn't he have a story?
Right.
What's his story? What's his side?
Yeah.
And they be like, well, does it matter? Yeah, it fucking matters.
Right.
Everybody's story matters, yo.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, have you read Jude's story?
Not in a long time.
So, have you heard anything about his side?
Like, not enough to like
just say
no.
It.
Yeah.
Just saying no.
Well, I mean, no, I'm just like, yeah, no, like
from his mouth. Like, everybody knows, oh yeah, he betrayed Jesus, he committed suicide. Yeah, we all know that. But nobody really knows his side of the story.
Right.
Like, for example, we got the book of Matthew, which was one of his 12 disciples, and this was his story.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why the book of Jude isn't in there is because Jesus went to Jude and asked Jude to betray him.
Mm-hmm. But didn't he say, like, you're going to betray me? Like, he told him, like, a bunch of things.
No, he said, one of you are going to betray me.
Yeah.
He didn't say, I'm going to go to one of you and I'm going to ask you to betray me. Mm-hmm. Which now that changes the whole story.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't mean he's now a prophet.
Right.
It doesn't. Now he's making the story happen. You see what I'm saying? So then you ask yourself, well, why would Jesus ask Jude to betray him?
Right.
Like, instead, we all thought Jude just went out of his way and just betrayed Jesus, for a little bit of coin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, gonna find you. Now you asking yourself, okay, why would Jesus ask Jude to betray him? And why would they leave that book out of the Bible? Mm-hmm. So now you look at the other stories, right? You go back. Have you seen the movie Passion of Christ? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great movie, right? Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I read the whole Bible before I saw the movie, and I was actually impressed with the movie. I was like, okay, that was as great as you can get it without it being 20 hours long. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is where you got to literally put the pieces together. Mm-hmm. So now you go, okay, why would Jesus ask Jude to betray him? Well, let's look at the plays. We got the Jews over here saying about, hey, Jesus is over here doing his thing. You need to arrest this man, okay? Because we don't like what he's doing. He's turning over these tables in the churches because the money exchanging in the churches and all this other stuff. We don't like him. You need to throw his ass in jail. Yeah. All right, so that's what you had the Jews. That's well documented, all right? And everybody knows it. Jews was telling on Jesus, all right? And so they were going to Pontius Pilates. Mm-hmm. It was like, Pontius Pilates was like, I'm not going to kill Jesus. Mm-hmm. Why am I going to kill him? He hasn't committed a crime. Said it even in the movie Passion of Christ. Right. They was going to Pontius, the Roman emperor, the Roman mayor of the city. I'm not killing him. I'm not going to crucify. For what? He didn't break my laws. He broke yours, but your laws doesn't matter to me. Yeah. I don't believe in your religion. I don't believe in your God. Right. Why would I kill him? So now, guess what that does? That puts Jesus in a predicament. Yeah. You know why? Because Jesus has been running around telling everybody, hey, one of you are going to betray me in 3 days, and I'm going to die and I'm going to resurrect. He was telling them all this before it happened. Yeah. I'm going to die, I'm going to resurrect, I'm going to show you that God is the one who you should love and all this other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That was the story, right? Yeah. But the man who's going to crucify me doesn't want to crucify me. Mm-hmm. So that means my prophecy won't come to fruition. Yeah. So what does that mean? What does that mean? I need to go to somebody who will do what I asked him to do. So I personally believe, I kind of believed you. Now that you put the pieces together. Yeah. Pontius didn't want to kill him. The Jews were having a hard fucking time getting him prosecuted. Shit! Yeah. Right. Like, fuck, dude. Nobody wanted to fuck with Jesus. Yeah. You see, it's documented. Nobody can lie about that one. Everybody knows. Fuck, any dudes, fuck Jews. If y'all, I'm not trying to be, a clown, but damn, you guys are having a problem trying to prosecute this guy. It was all documented. You know what I'm saying? So you sit there and ask yourself, well, what's going through Jesus' head if he sees this happening? Look, you guys can't even get me. You guys are idiots. You can't even get me prosecuted, man. You're the guy sitting at the high seats of the church, and you got all this power supposedly. You can't even get me killed. Right. You guys suck. That's probably what's going through his head. But then also he's going through his head. Damn it! I told everybody I was going to die and come back and shit. Yeah. All right, well check this out, Jude. Come here, bro. I asked you for a favor. I need you to betray me. I need you to help these people out and get me prosecuted. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because they're not doing so well, so can you do this for me? Now, I do believe that happened. Now, also, I do believe, because of that, how would you feel if the person you loved came to you and asked you to kill them, get them killed? How would you feel?
gross.
I mean,
like,
you'd be like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, you want me to get you killed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, no, seriously, I really, really need you to do this. I need it.
I mean, I wouldn't believe them anymore.
But the thing is this though, is how do you think Jude was feeling?
Yeah.
Probably felt just how you said, gross.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, yo.
Like, I believed in you.
Dude, I love you, man. Like, I believe in you. I love you. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Because you're my son. You,
right.
Whatever he said to him, to motivate him, to betray him.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Jude, who does decide to go and betray him.
Yeah.
Witness the beating of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Witness the harsh punishment he had to endure all the way to the crucifixion.
Yeah.
How do you think Jude is feeling? Hurt, yo.
Right.
Devastated. Now add in the fact everybody's excommunicating him.
Yeah.
Now you can see why Jude committed suicide.
Right.
Just put the pieces together, you know?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Right.
Now you ask yourself, well, why would the Romans do that? Well, let's look at history. Right? Look at history. Look at every country.
Romans like killing things.
Well, but besides that, humans love killing.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
That's true. Yeah.
Every country loves killing things.
Yeah.
But you look at it like this though. But every country doesn't want to look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Every country doesn't want to be the bad guy.
Right.
Don't want to be the excommunicated country of the world, you know? So, yeah. I'm not going to tell you about this fucking story. And historically, yes, that's what wars led to. Mm-hmm. Is if we came to your country and we conquered you, we destroyed your artifacts, we destroyed your history, we assimilated your people into our people, we became our slaves or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and make you think I'm the bad guy. Right. America does that right now. Shit. We all thought Christopher Columbus discovered America.
I thought that we won World War II until I watched a documentary and found out Russia did. Right. For sure, America wanted and won that. Right.
So you see what I'm saying? We our own school literally was misteaching us. Yeah. They told us, oh, Thanksgiving was so great and beautiful, but we killed the motherfuckers and stole their land. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Right. But we ain't gonna tell you all that. We'll just casually under the button. We did this though. Yeah. But in school we did this. It's so great. Thanksgiving is so it's every year I look at Thanksgiving and 4th of July as a slap to the other people's face. Yeah. Every year, yo, we slapping the British people. We're free, right? Right. Every 4th of July, we free. We slapping the British. I'm sitting there looking at the British like, man, I wonder what they think about every 4th of July.
I'm British. My dad's from England, so.
What does he think?
He is an American citizen now, so he moved over here. He wanted to get out of England, so.
But I understand that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
we're big on 4th of July.
But I'm saying, let's think of them over there. How would they be like? Damn, man, they celebrate kicking our ass every year. For the past 300 years, they still going.
We're loud and proud.
We're loud and proud, right? But yeah, so yeah, that's what I honestly believe. Yeah. For me, and again, yeah, I do believe personally everything they saw back then. Yeah. Those lights in the sky and all that. Hey, that was aliens, bro. That image you saw of Mother Mary, that was an alien, bro. I'm sorry. And the reason why I say that is because honestly, in my opinion, ancient aliens had a lot of great fucking, logical reasons for shit. Yeah. And Neil Tyson deGrasse said one thing to me that really kind of shook my core a bit. And it was just like, that's a valid fucking point. Yeah. Very valid. And that's why I love science, but also, I love religion too. Yeah. And as far as
religion's technically history though too.
It's history. Yeah, of course. That's why I tell everybody I look at religion, all the gospels as history. Mm-hmm. It's facts. But this is why I don't Neil Tyson deGrasse said this. He said, if we put all our faith into believing that something that we can't explain, it's divine God. Yeah. Give us the time, we'll figure it out. Right. Which is true. Mm-hmm. You know, if you look back, you go back 1,000 years to when Jesus was walking the earth, or you know Moses and all them.
Yeah.
I bet if I went to him and said, "Hey man, let me get that iPhone," he gonna look at me like, "What? iPhone day?"
Right.
You didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I can sit here and say, "Hey man, let me go ahead and do a laparoscopic surgery on it." What? Yeah, you didn't understand nothing I said, and I said in the same language as you.
Yeah.
You didn't understand it because they didn't have the words, let alone J didn't exist until the 1600s.
Yeah.
So his name wasn't Jesus or Yeshua,
Right.
unless it started with a Y. But you see what I'm saying? So I'm real big on history. Like I love history, but at the same time, you know, it's just look, yeah, yo, like this is just how I look at it. And yeah, I believe in a higher power, but I can't identify him. And the day he approaches me is the day I'd be like, damn, man, teach me what you did.
Right. I know. And at the end of the day, all of them are all just like, hey, be good to everybody. Like, just like not like it'll be like, I guess, you know,
just be good.
At the end of it, like,
just be good.
At the end, yeah.
And that's what I like to do, man. Is I just like helping out people, you know, bringing them on the show, promoting them, seeing, you know, helping them out. If I know any information, I pass it on to them.
Yeah.
Like I don't even charge for any of it, because
Yeah.
honestly, it's like there's more than enough out there for everybody.
Right.
It really is, and. The only thing I ask in return is just say hi and bye.
Right.
You know, that's it. You know, but again, one thing I like to do as far as the show goes, and before you know we start to shut it down, is I want to let everybody know where they can find you at.
Okay. I'm on Instagram and on Facebook. If you look up Chezerays MacDrizzles, you can find me on there. Chezerays Macarons. I'm narcissistic, that's why I put my name on it. No, I'm just kidding. My mom said when I was younger, she was like, I see your name in lights, like when you're older, so...
I'm digging the MacDrizzles,
yeah.
yo. That reminds me of some Snoop Dogg stuff. Drizzle, snizzle, my nizzle. You know?
I'm from the Bay Area, so there was a rapper out there, Mac Dre. Have you heard of him?
Who?
Mac Dre.
Mac Dre?
Mac Dre, yeah. So he's like a Bay Area rapper. He had died probably when I was a child. So, but he's got listen to him. He's got a lot of cool stuff.
I'll check him out.
Yeah, but that's kind of like
MacDrizzles.
Yeah.
So like I named he's like one of my favorite rappers, Mr. MacDrizzles.
It was a joke at first, almost like my brother was like, "Hey, yeah, just put like MacDrizzles," and I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." Like
you'd be surprised, what comes out of great ideas from just having fun or messing around.
Yeah.
I used to do music, and we made a really good song one day because my wife and my partner was messing around. We were trying to think of the names for a song. It was this one beat. I'll let you hear it in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, they were making fun of the song, the old school song. Let's get physical.
Yeah.
Physical. They were making right. They were making fun of that song, and like all of a sudden it just bing. I said, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. And I wrote this whole verse and everything. I said, hey, here, sing that real quick. And sure enough, came hit. We started.
Awesome.
Got a lot of plays over in the UK, and we didn't get much over here. It seemed like I couldn't understand how we was getting so much over there, because I know on this website where we promote music, they show you your demographics. So it was great. I was like, how am I getting over here, but not where I'm at? Like it was weird. Like how can I need to break this, not that.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, so yeah, you'd be surprised, man.
Yeah.
But and your website.
ChezeraysMacarons.com. So it's all just Las Vegas right now, though. Can't do any shipping or anything like that.
No shipping, guys. You said
come out to Vegas.
Come out to Vegas. Real quick too, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna probably wonder about the spelling. Can you please hit up the spelling for your name, Chezerays?
Chezaraye. And then if you just type in Chez, it'll usually come up. So
yeah. And there is an E after Chezeray.
Yeah.
Chezerays. I mean an S, I'm sorry. Did I say E?
Yeah.
I meant the S, I'm sorry. But no, guys, I'm really excited. I want to try this. Like, I really want to. Can I try one?
Yeah, do it.
I want to try one. I want to try this mango one because I'm a big fan of mango.
It's a little spicy mango.
Like hot?
No, I don't like spicy things when I eat them. So.
Look, what's in the center?
It's buttercream.
Buttercream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this out. I gotta try it out. Oh, it's soft.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow, this one's good.
Yeah, it's a good summer one. I
Oh
love
my God, this is the mango.
Mango tahini.
Mango what?
Tahini?
Tahini. I have a speech impediment, so.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's sweet too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And like my
That
mom's
buttercream in the middle is good.
Thank you, yeah.
Wow. Oh my. I gotta shut this down, yo. That is good. I might want to bite a different flavor. I better wait till I take this home to my wife too, yo. Wow, that mango one is great.
Thank you.
I didn't taste any of the spice though.
Yeah, it's more like a sweet spice, like I don't know, like Lucas candy almost.
Okay.
Like so that kind of stuff. That's what's sprinkled on. But I like used tahini to
Wow.
mix stuff. Yeah, my mom's side is.
What
Mexican,
flavor is the
so-
green? Or is that just food
It's
coloring?
just the food coloring. Yeah.
I kind of felt like that was a flavor on. Because there's a lot of flavor in that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow. I'm impressed, guys. I wouldn't even lie to you. And y'all who are watching, like, when I tell you, let me tell you something. We had one guest come on. She's a small business entrepreneur. I heard well. It's called Just Pecans by Monique.
Okay.
And I don't like nuts.
Yeah.
I don't eat nuts with pecans. I don't eat walnuts. No, I was like, nah.
I'm like a peanut type of person on a good day. Like I have to have.
Only pistachios for
Yeah.
me and cashews. That's it. So, I invited her on the show, and she comes on, and she brought samples like you did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I did. I was like, damn it. I was like, she's brought samples on. It means I have to try it.
Oh.
And I'm looking at my codes, and I'm like, girl, I don't.
Just say you're allergic.
I don't like. I'm not allergic, and I guess I'm too hard to lie sometimes because I don't like the sugarcoat stuff, and that's why I go by the name Real because I'm just too honest, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, damn it, but I gotta try them.
Yeah.
Yo, she has so many different flavors too. She had cotton candy roasted pecans, cinnamon flavored pecans, like,
That's
and they
cool.
tasted like cinnamon toast crunch.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was stuck,
Yeah.
and people started buying right there.
That's awesome.
I was like, what? And so I was like, I gotta sell, and so somebody else was commenting. One of the comments that came in was a family member from Atlanta.
Oh man.
And she was like, oh yeah, if you converted him to eating nuts, oh yeah, I gotta buy some. And she bought some, and sure enough, I was like, yeah, she knows I hate nuts, I hate peanuts, all that.
Yeah.
Not doing it. She converted me to those
Yeah.
pecans, man. Wow. And
Yeah.
I've never had macaroons, and now I'm like, yo, if I see macaroons in the store,
Yeah, right?
I might be like, yeah, I might want to try those. But I'm gonna think about what she said. Because they kind of more like, corporate, they might not be as flavorful as those. So I might have to call her up and get some macaroons, and sure enough, these are great. And you said that's lemon.
Yeah. At Rocky Road.
Rocky Road, and I never really had Rocky Road.
It's like marshmallow and walnuts. I don't like a lot of walnuts though, so.
But I'm a big fan of marshmallows, though.
Right. me
I'm a
too.
big fan of marshmallows. My wife, and this was
Matcha vanilla. So
matcha vanilla.
the matcha green tea latte with like some vanilla flavor too.
Okay. I'm gonna take those home to my wife because I like sharing this stuff with my wife.
Fun. Yeah.
But
Those in the
yeah,
fridge if you don't eat them all tonight.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. If my kids don't eat them all,
Right,
I got
exactly.
3 boys at the house,
Oh, then you're not.
and they're all 13, 16, and 22, so they'll probably be gone.
Food
yo.
doesn't last in the house.
Probably won't. Probably won't. And trust me, as soon as they taste this mango one like I did, they're gonna go apes.
That's awesome.
But no, yeah. Guys, check her out. I really strongly suggest you guys get her to be busy so she can get a brick and mortar. That's her end game. And it'd be great to one day come into the shop and she got a whole dinner plate and a macaron on top of something. Who knows? A whole different type of ice cream top macaron or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Possibilities are endless.
A loaded macaron, You never know. Things seem to just expand more once you become, once you just get your own place or something like that. It just seems like, wow, just things just blow up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I noticed, like, when I got my own office, you know, because this is my second office. I was at another office before I moved over here this month. Things change. Yeah. They really do. And it also changes your mindset.
Right. It's a growth.
It is a growth. And it changes your mindset to where you have now of a thirsty drive. Like you just feel like you have this responsibility that, like you just had a kid. Yeah. Okay, I gotta take care of my kid now. Right. And then there's days where you're like, I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Yeah. You know? And you just feel so obligated to it. You know, that's one of the things I liked about, you know, starting this podcast. Is just that obligation of like, it's mine.
Yeah. You're the only one that's gonna make it go.
Right. And there was something else you said that I wanted to tell you something about. You touched on something that I advocate a lot for. Like we touched on a lot.
So we touched on a whole range.
We did. But I'm gonna tell you, it is because I used to work with people with special needs. Okay. So like I'm real big into mental health awareness, and I'm a big advocate of it. I myself suffered from depression. Yeah. Severe depression at one point. I was suicidal at one point.
Same here. I got a lot of tattoos because of it.
And so one of the things you said is that you are your own enemy, and that you feel like you're not as good enough. Yeah. No. No.
Took you trying to say it.
You were. No, it wasn't that. It was just I forgot the. You know, I didn't want to interrupt you at the time, but no, you were more than capable, and you were more than, you know. Yeah. You can do it.
It took a while to get to that point.
So I don't want you to, you know. I'm not saying you think it like that now. Yeah. I don't want you to think like that because.
There's sometimes I do. I mean,
right, and because I do too. I do too. Trust me. I sit here and look at it, and then I look at other podcasts, and I'm like, oh, you know, and so you do compare yourself to others, and that's the problem.
Right. You have to compare yourself to yesterday.
Right? And I constantly got to remind myself that. So, you know, when you said that, I wanted to tell you, you know, you're a queen. Oh, you know, you got it. Keep driving, you keep pushing. Now that I tasted it, yes, keep going. Keep going. I do, and then again, I'm real big on packaging. Yeah. So I do like a little sticker, and you know, I think that's really great because, like, you know,
and
like
it's fully compostable packaging. It's good for the environment.
Trust me, I go green. I don't like receipts or nothing. You know, I tell people I pay my car, so my bank account got a receipt. You know, don't tell me I ain't buying nothing. It's right here. Yeah. But so now that, especially this mango one, oh my God, that buttercream is tasty,
Thank
yo.
you, yeah.
Guys, seriously, check her out. Chezerays. It says that's the IG right there.
Yeah.
The Chezerays.MacDrizzles. MacDrizzles. Yo.
So like macaron and drizzle at the same time. So just play on words and stuff like
that. It comes great. It's great. I love it. Guys, check her out. Yeah. I'm excited for them. I'm really taking them home to my wife and try them out some more. Again, tell them where they can find you at.
Instagram at Chezerays.MacDrizzles, Facebook Chezerays Macarons, or you can do it at Chezerays.MacDrizzles. The website is ChezeraysMacarons.com, and I will be at Bodega Exchange next month on the 17th.
17th, and where's the Bodega Exchange at?
It's like South Tenaya and the 215.
South Tenaya 215. I don't know where that's at, guys. I'm still learning my surroundings. I still get twisted up out here.
And you'll forever get twisted up.
I'm trying to base the mountains as a major landmark because in Colorado, that's what I use.
There's mountains everywhere.
No, these ain't mountains. these are hills, you know. The mountains are like in Denver, you know, I always looked at the mountains, I was like, oh, that's west. Yeah. So every time I faced the mountains, I knew that was right, was north, south, east. So it was like easy to get your bearings. Here, for some reason, I'm like, I see the mountains, but for some reason, I still get twisted. I'm like, wait, hold on. No,
they didn't think the city was going to get as big as it did.
And it's still getting bigger, which is great because I actually like Vegas more than I like Denver.
It's fun here.
It's opened me up a lot out here, so yeah. But guys, we're gonna shut it down. I'm very thankful that you gave me the opportunity to have you on the show. And thank you. And I do invite my guests back, even on our Hot Topic Thursdays. So if you ever want to jump on our Hot Topic Thursdays, come on. We talk about any subject, something that might be important to you or whatever was going on in the world at that time, whatever, that's what we talk about. And of course I got other days that I'm working on. But yeah, guys, especially check out Chezerays, or MacDrizzles. I advise getting the mango one, yeah. But I'm a big fan of mango anyway. So anyways, guys, we're going to shut it down. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you all stopping by and checking out Chezeray and the Spot Podcast again. You guys enjoy. Thank you. Bam! And we are out.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. But yes, that was a good one. I like that. It was fun. Thank you. That mango was good, yo. Wait till my wife gets a hold of it. But and also you should, I don't want to keep you out too much late. I always try to shut it down around 9.
Yeah.
I gotta get up early.
I know. I'm always